And we're live, and huh, near instant. Cool. I'm not gonna complain. Wait, I forgot to do something. That I just took a screenshot. We're gonna pretend I didn't do that. Yeah. We're just gonna pretend I didn't accidentally take a screenshot. Alrighty, my name's Papa Conley. Last time, we got through the third case, Turnabout Samurai, I think it was. Now we're on the, technically final case if you don't count the bonus one, which we are gonna do. Which I actually... I don't think I completed the bonus case, due to the fact that when I originally beat this game, it was on a DS emulator, and, you know... The fifth case has some, you can't imagine how much I've suffered. You've suffered? But now, the perfect opportunity has presented itself. At last, I shall have my revenge, and I need my... There we go. Merry Christmas, you filthy animal. As I was saying, I will still do the... I don't think I beat the bonus case. Just do the fact... Because, like, there was, like, a bonus case that I know is... That I'm pretty sure is in the collection. That was for the DS. That I did beat because, in my emulator, it required things like a mic and stuff like that, which obviously I did have hooked up, because when I beat this on emulator, it was on a school Chromebook. So yeah, I was able to beat that last case. But it was a bonus case, so, you know. Hey, Nick! Do you know if there are any good waterfalls around here? Waterfalls? Dare I ask why? Duh, Nick, isn't it obvious? I need a waterfall to stand under, preferably a freezing one. Oh. Is that part of your spirit medium training? Of course! Except I've been slacking off lately. You brave the elements and be forged anew under the rushing spring waters. Okay. I don't know about any falls per se, but Gord Lake is pretty close. Oh, darn. Sorry, but them's the breaks. Couldn't you just take a cold shower or something? Good idea. Such for rushing spring waters. Next in the news, a large unidentified animal is sighted at Gord Lake. The town is buzzing with excitement. Locals are calling it Gordy, in a tip of the hat to Nessie, the Loch Ness Monster. Though its namesake, Nessie, proved to be a hoax. Locals are confident that Gordy is the real deal. Boring. Can't they show real news for a change? Nick? The water pressure's kind of low in that shower. You want more pressure, huh? Why don't you go down to the fire department and have them spray you with the hose? Good idea, Nick. Apparently, Fabla has no aid in detecting sarcasm. We interrupt this program and bring you a special news bulletin. Strange occurrences continue at Gord Lake, but this time, it's murder. Bub. Gord Lake again? The body of a man was found in the lake earlier this morning. A suspect was apprehended. Sources inside the police department revealed that the suspect's name is Miles Edgeworth, age 24. Sorry, just finishing off my coffee. Give me a second. There we go. Alright. Edgeworth was an up-and-coming prosecutor, known for his skills and connections. He was guaranteed a long, rewarding career. Has he thrown it all away? Edgeworth? What's going on? Edgeworth would never do something like... Nick? Yikes. Maya? The fireman yelled at me when I called him. We've got bigger things to worry about than that. They arrested Edgeworth. What? You mean the prosecutor? Yeah, he's a suspect in a murder. Bum bum bum. What? When? Where? Whom? Why? How? I don't know. Let's go find out, Nick. Well, what should we do? What do you mean? Let's investigate. We should talk to Mr. Edgeworth and check out the crime scene. You're right. We need more information. Save aimless can... Well, got any good ideas? Not really. I do my best thinking when I'm standing underneath a waterfall. You know, I think it's developing a nice luster. I'll look at your patch later, Nick. We've got work to do. I suppose you're right. First, any news about the hotel? Looks like it's cleaning day again at the hotel across the way. Here they're playing a second branch outside the city. I can see the bellboy get an angle of that screwdriver in the drawer just right. Mia's favorite plant. Its name is Charlie. Maya's gotten the knack of watering it lately. Charlie's been perking up these days. Maya brought him a poster of the Steel Samurai the other day. We had a big fight over whether to put it up or not. I know she's just waiting for a chance to sneak it up on that wall. Difficult-looking legal books for stand up for middle row. They mock me. I tried reading one. It made my head hurt. When I closed it, it slipped out of my hand. Then my foot hurt, too. Mia's desk. If we had more clients, I would probably sit here more often. Lately, I've been spending much more time on the couch watching TV. Alright. Off to the detention center. December 28th, detention center visitors room. You know, Nick, we've all been in here at one time or another, haven't we? I guess it comes with the territory. Not sure if it's something we should mention to too many people. Hey, Edgeworth, come back. What are you doing here? Nick, I don't think he's in a very good mood. Well, he is in detention. Were you in a good mood when you were here? So you've come to laugh at the fallen attorney. Then laugh. Laugh. Well, why aren't you laughing? Nick, should we be laughing? Nah, that's a trick. Laughing, he'll get mad. Or burst into tears. Edgeworth, we don't have much free time we can spend coming down here to laugh at you. Yes, you do. Actually, he's right. Hope you won't come. I didn't want you to see me. Not like this. I didn't want to see you like this either, believe me. So, what happened? Edgeworth, tell me what happened. Why should I? What are you going to do about it? Duh, we're going to help you. That's what. Help me? You? Don't be ridiculous. Sorry? You're a novice. You've only been in 3 trials. Hey. Sure, you got lucky and won all 3. But your luck's bound to run out someday. You need real skill, right? Experience. Nick, he's insulting you, Nick. Why am I the one who has to get angry? The murder took place at Gourd Lake, correct? Yes, late last night. The lake is a long way away from your offices in the courthouse. Why were you down there? I see no need to tell you. Mr. Edgeworth, you didn't really... Gordy. Huh? I went to see Gordy. Gordy? What's that? I'll tell you later. I want Edgeworth to talk to us. Maybe if I show my attorney's badge. Your attorney's badge? Edgeworth. Let me defend you. Good one, right? But I'm not that hard up. Not yet. Well, what do you mean by that? Me? Trust a wet behind-the-ears lawyer with only 3 trials under his belt? Never! What? My case is near hopeless, right? Every defense attorney I've talked to has turned me down. What? Simply put, they were afraid they'd lose. It occurred to me that it might be my fault that they lack confidence. After all, I did get every single one of their clients declared guilty. I don't believe it. Regardless, I don't want you involved in this. You in particular, I can't ask to do this. Smile for the camera. Okay, that's nothing new. How's the guard feeling? This guard monitors the visitors room. He hasn't moved an inch since I came in. A real pro. Right? He's just nervous with Edgeworth in the room. Honestly, don't blame him. Alright, to Gord Lake we go. December 25th. Gord Lake Park entrance. This is where it happened? Yeah. Gord Lake is in the middle of this park. I can see some police walking around in there. Questioning people, probably. Hey, isn't that Detective Gumshoe over there? Well, pal? There's enough of us here. Anyone found anything? Sorry, sir, nothing. Idiot. The trial's tomorrow. We need clues. On the double. But sir, there weren't any clues. That's why we arrested the attorney, Mr. Edgeworth. It's clear, sir. He's the one who... Shut up! If you just try saying that again, I'll make you sorry if you do. Just get out of my face, pal. Yes, sir. Detective Gumshoe's kind of scary today. Recruits, peh. Ah! Eek! Hey, you're that hairy guy, Harry Butts. Right. Phoenix Wrights. Will you ever learn my name? Just what do you think you're doing here, pal? Investigating? Well, yes, I suppose. Well, I'm here to help. Ask me anything you want. Bring it. He seems different than usual. I wonder what's up. Mr. Edgeworth hasn't actually asked us to defend him yet. Huh? Oh, you don't say. Detective Gumshoe? Do you know what happened here? Huh? You don't know, pal? No. Wow, okay, Mr. Head in the Fluffy Pink Clouds lawyer. Head in the... Huh? Never mind, I'll tell you. It happened last night, about 15 minutes after midnight. There was a boat out on the Gord Lake. In that boat were 2 men. One of these men shot the other with a pistol. Bang. Like that. And the shooter was Mr. Edgeworth? A cop who arrived on scene arrested him. How'd they get there so fast? Well, there was a witness. When reports came in, we raced to the lake. A witness? You don't think Mr. Edgeworth is a murderer, do you? Absolutely not. It's impossible. I don't care if there's a witness either. I don't believe a lick of it. But right, who cares what the witness says? I care. You really believe in him, don't you, detective? Of course I do. But the police are pretty sure he's the killer. Nobody's even really taken this investigation that seriously. Oh no. After all the help Mr. Edgeworth has been to us, hard to imagine that no one's standing up to take his side. Well, at least you are, detective. At least you are. Is this true? No one will take Mr. Edgeworth's case? Yeah. He's a bit of a celebrity. If you defended him and lost, your reputation would be sure to suffer. What's more, the case against him is, well, it's pretty solid. I suppose it would be if they have a witness. Hey, pal. Don't tell me you're going to turn your back on him, too. Remember the Steel Samurai case? Mr. Edgeworth helped you get your client declared innocent. I know. I went to Edgeworth. I tried. He really doesn't want us to represent him. Especially not us, he said. What? Well, that doesn't make any sense, pal. You should have heard him talking about you after that trial. Kept saying right, over and over. Nick, I'm not sure that's a good sign. Neither am I. Why wouldn't he want your help? I don't get it. Who was this witness? Sorry, pal, that's confidential. Anyway, the witness saw everything, apparently. I'm sure they'll turn up at the trial tomorrow. Was there only one witness? Yep, it was pretty cold out there on the lake last night. And it was Christmas Eve, after all. Still, we're being thorough. You never know when you're going to turn up another witness. That's why we're checking. That's why we're here today, checking things out. So far, we're coming up empty. Oh, it's Christmas today. I'd forgotten. What are you getting me for Christmas, Nick? Talk to Santa. Detective Gumshoe, sir. What, find something? No, sir, not yet. But there was a call from the precinct. They want a whole investigation briefing. A briefing? Right, I'm off. Oh. Sorry, pal. I guess you heard I gotta go. Any last things you want to ask me about before I head back? The autopsy report? Oh, yes. Do you have any information on the victim? Sorry, they haven't worked up the autopsy report yet. Still waiting for it myself, actually. Say, if you get time, drop by the precinct. We can talk more there, pal. You're not coming back, detective? Probably not, pal. So what should we do if we have something to talk to you about? Ah, right. Here, I'll show you how to get to the precinct. Come down and see me anytime. Directions to the police station received from Detective Gumshoe. Oh, hey, Detective Gumshoe. What? I'd like to take a look around the park. Can we walk around? Yeah, no problem, pal. You got my permission. You know, Nick, I think there's something to be said for talking to people when they're busy. Yeah, they have time to think about not giving you information. Or the fact that we're trying to help out Edgeworth might also be part of it. Right, now let's get investigating. Alright. The sign says Gourd Lake National Park. This place is full of families picnicking on the weekend. But no waterfall. Not many picnickers come in for spiritual training, Maya. I feel winter's cheer from the bare leaf trees today. What is it about winter that turns people into poets? I don't know, my toes are starting to feel numb. Yes, my poetry has that effect on some people. Did I just say I would say poetry, not toetry. My toetry. Anything else? I don't think there's anything else to look at here. December 25th, Gourd Lake Public Beach. Wowzers, this is Gourd Lake? Yep. I'm not sure it warrants a wowzers, though. Probably not. But hey, look at that. That snack stand. Samurai dogs? I want a samurai dog, please. I bet they're great. With the name of samurai dog, how could they not be? They're a little behind the times, though. Kids days are all into the pink princess now. I mean, like, you know. Nope. The trash can is empty. At least the place is well maintained. Huh. You also see that signpost. Left, boat docks. Right, exit. Wow, Gourd Lake really is big. Yeah. Say, Nick, why is it called Gourd Lake? Oh. Well, a long time ago, they used to grow gourds here. Whoa, no way. I was sure it was because the lake looked like a gourd when viewed from above. You know, like an hourglass shape? Well, it is shaped like a gourd, actually, but that's just a coincidence. Oh, okay. Line up of plastic benches. Guess the idea is that you buy a dog and eat it here. Not anyone would sit here and eat on a day like this. Except maybe Maya, if she had a samurai dog. Huh. Someone left poppers here, you know? You pull the string, and it goes pop. Yeah, I know the ones. You see them a lot around New Year's. Hey, Nick, there might be a clue. Let's take them. Come on, admit it. You just want to pop them, right? Wasn't it obvious? Poppers. Yoink. I suppose it couldn't hurt. Huh, where'd they go? Into my pocket. Poppers put into pocket. A hot dog stand. It's closed. The Christmas fringe looks a little half-baked. The banner reads Samurai Dogs. Somebody needs to redecorate. Warning, I think the reason someone would do that is because, it's kind of cold as balls. At least according to the game it is. December 25th. Gourd Lake Woods. I like it here, Nick. Look, someone's camping. Maybe that gut's camping at the scene of a murder. Hey, Nick. Yeah, honestly, just if you feel too cold, just don't be. If they were camping here last night, they might know something about the murder. That's true. Good call, Maya. Let's go talk to him. First, let's just look at everything. This SUV has seen better days. It's dented all over. Can't believe anyone would drive their car down here. Sign says no camping. Find a place to pitch your tent. Wait, what if the sign said no setting tents on fire? There's no snow around, so at worst be something around negative 20 degrees Celsius. Sorry, I only understand freedom units, so I don't know what a negative 20 Celsius is. The trees grow quite thick here. Further back, the trees fade into the shadow where the sunlight can't reach them. Hey, Nick. What, don't tell me you're hungry again. No. I was wondering, why are there camping pots and pans made out of... Why are camping pots and pans made out of aluminum? They didn't talk about that in any of the law books. So there's no law saying they have to be made out of aluminum then. I'm not having this conversation. America. Trying to remember. I'm pretty sure it's just because aluminum is just a light, cheap material, I think, is why camping utensils are made out of aluminum. It's light, cheap, relatively durable. Depending on how well made the aluminum is, it's relatively durable. I don't know. I've seen some... Ah, okay. I mean, that's... For someone who lives in the Midwest, that can feel... That's a little cold. For us, at least, that's a little cold. -4 is not nice feeling. Anyways. There's food and some magazines on the sheet. That takes a pretty tough skin to camp this cold. Alright. This camera has a mic and some sort of attachment. Let's take pictures when triggered by a noise. Wow, cool, let's try it out. God. Hi, I'm Nick. You're not saying it loud enough. Hey, I'm Nick. Huh. I'm just gonna buy iron camping equipment out of spite. Will you stop that? Maybe it's broken? Yeah, exactly. It's light, cheap, relatively durable. Don't kick it. Maybe it isn't set to respond to voices? Well then, these things? The party poppers? Well, it responded. Yaw. Hey, get your hands off of that. Eek. One the Sam Hill. Look what you done now. There goes a whole roll of film. What? Huh? Sorry. Sorry's nice, but don't pay my bills. You know how much it costs to get a roll of that film costs? I'll pay you back. What were y'all thinking setting off a party popper in a place like this? Well, speaking of America, what? Don't try to play stupid with me just because you think I'm some country bumpkin. Yeah, I know how y'all Yanks think. I say, those southern folks talk with an exaggerated drawl. Why, they must be dumb. Well, let me tell you, just because I might be dumb doesn't mean we all are. Oh crap, there it goes. There goes my mouse. Give me a second. I'm just gonna leave that here. Maybe it's a digital camera that uses film roll. Ever thought of that? Who are you now? Her chaperone? Yeah, no, rather, we're sort of friends? Just figure out what y'all are gonna say, and say it for bejesus's sake. God, I'd rather be sitting through one of Papa's draws any day than listen to you stutter all day. Oh, boy. Guess we should pay her for the film. Watch it. Yes, ma'am. Second thought, I'll pay later. I'm really sorry. What? Can't you see I'm changing the film on my camera here? Someone, I'm not naming any names, but someone used up a whole roll. Sorry. That didn't work. Wonder if I have anything to show her that would get her attention. Yeah, I don't speak Texas either, so... Can't you see I'm changing the film on my camera here? Someone, I'm... Okay. I can somewhat understand. I have some family members who are relatively southern. This is my badge. Huh? Aren't badges supposed to be all shiny and impressive? You a cop or something? I'm a lawyer. What? Y'all ain't gonna try and pull one of them lawsuits on me over that film now. Cause I'll have you know, I'm a fighter and I wrestle meaner looking things than you. No, that's not it at all. We're just here investigating a murder that took place here on the lake. A murder? Sounds cool. Why didn't y'all say that in the first place? Go ahead, ask me anything you like. Finally, some cooperation. You too, y'all come out high now. I won't bite hard. I don't think of it. Where did Maya get to? Sorry. I just feel a little overwhelmed. The culture gap and all. Never mind you, honey. I I can talk Yank for you if if it pleases you. Thanks. I think I'll be okay. Right then, I'm Lotta Hart, but you could just call me Lotta. I'm here photographing meteor showers for a research project. Mighty pleased to meet you. Oh yeah, when was that murder anyway? I ain't seen much television lately. Happened late in the night on Christmas Eve. That's so, Christmas Eve? A man on a boat was shot. Did you see anything? Well, let me see. A boat, you say? I reckon I might have seen one. Not sure, though. Y'all gotta remember, I've been watching this here lake for a good 3 days now. I've seen enough boats to choke a mule. Kinda hard to remember which one I seen. So, what is it you do, Lotta? Huh? Me? Y'all don't really want to know that, do you? Actually, I'm a research student at Country U. That's right, in the heart of the Heartland. Yeah, there's a boat. There's at least one boat involved. Yes, that was the spoilers. Wow, neat. Nick, she's a research student at university, Country U. So I hear. When did you come up here? Let me see. I guess it was about 3 days ago. What are you photographing? Didn't I tell y'all that already? Meteors. Yep, meteor showers. Falling stars. That is quite a camera you have there. Y'all better know it. It's German made. A genuine... Allegedly, Edgeworth shot someone. Is that where they make knives? So what's that device you have stuck to the camera? Huh? Device? The camera went off all by itself when I fired my party popper. Oh, that mic triggers the shutter whenever it detects certain sounds. It's programmed to pick up loud noises. It's programmed to pick up loud noises right now. A programmable camera? Neat. Ah, this camera added to the court record. So you're a lawyer, huh? Tell the truth, your badge is a lot more impressive than you are. Oh. Lotta? Yeah? So your camera triggers on loud explosion noises? Yep. Actually, the victim in the case researching, he was shot with a pistol. A pistol? Right, now, wouldn't a gunshot make a similar noise to a party popper? I mean, kinda. A little bit. Your camera did get a picture of the murder, did it? Hey, y'all are pretty bright. Huh? I see what you're saying. Tell you what, I'll have a look-see at my film. It would have been a photo taken late last night. I checked him once. Don't remember if there's anything on him, though. But what if I got some? I could be a witness to a genuine murder. Yeehaw! I'll go check that film. Y'all come back now, you hear? She went inside her SUV. I guess we should come back later. This camera is rigged to respond to noise. When sound responds to loud noise, like party poppers. What if we just, like, shot a party popper off again? You know, for giggles. For laughs. Yeah, no, it's alleged. I guess now let's go to the boat rental shop. December 25th, boat rental shop. Nick, what is this place? A boat rental shop? Closed for Christmas, it seems. I guess a murder taking place on one of the boats wouldn't be good for business either. Boats. Never ridden on a boat. Really? Well, how about we go out on one when the trial is finished? Hey, good idea. You bet. A slight bit of tomfoolery. A small boat rental shop. Doesn't look like anyone was around. Probably closed because it's Christmas. Merry Christmas. Happy Chrysler. There's more forest off that way. I doubt I'd find any helpful clues in there. There's some boats floating at the dock. Was one of these boats used in the murder, I wonder? Nick? Huh? I changed my mind. I don't really want to go for a boat ride. You know, that's fair, considering how there was a murder. A little bit of a stabby stab. Slime out of the London special. Well, eh. December 25th, Police Department, Criminal Affairs. I guess Detective Gumshoe is still in that meeting. Hey! Thanks for coming down, pal. Detective Gumshoe? We just finished the meeting, for better or for worse. I get the feeling we're in for some bad news. Do you know anything about the victim yet? No, I still can't ID him. Has Mr. Edgeworth... Do we even... Oh, we don't have the... Huh. I guess we don't have the victim yet. Huh. Has Mr. Edgeworth said anything? Not a word. So how did the meeting go? I can't tell you, pal. You're a lawyer. True. You know, I don't know what to believe anymore. Sure, Mr. Edgeworth's human like you or me. Unfortunately, there is no boat trolling. Sure, Mr. Edgeworth's human like you or me. Still, I can't get the feeling that he'd done something wrong. He wouldn't go hiding it. That's just the kind of guy he is. Why can't anyone else see that? So they think Mr. Edgeworth did it? Well, trial's starting tomorrow, as scheduled. I see. Hey, in the end, you did tell us about the meeting. Don't go tell anyone else, pal. Yes, sir. And do me a favor. Stand by, Mr. Edgeworth. He needs help, and you're the one who helped him. I'm sure he's got some reason why he won't talk to us. Thanks, Detective Gumshoe. Detective Gumshoe? How come you trust Mr. Edgeworth so much? Well, I like to think that it was obvious. We got a strong working relationship, the two of us. We trust each other, and that's how it works. A working relationship? See, Mr. Edgeworth always gets his defendants declared guilty every time. Yeah, his methods might be a little extreme at times. But there's a reason. He trusts our investigation, see? He trusts us to get the right man. That's why I work extra hard, pal. We gotta earn that trust he placed in us. I see. Mr. Edgeworth is a man you can trust. And you have my word on that. Pal. I was wondering, did you ever get that autopsy report? Oh, that? Yeah, I made a copy for you. Ah, now we have the autopsy. Beforehand. Autopsy report add to court record. Thank you. Oh, the prosecutor is a interesting fellow. Nick? Huh? Nope, she doesn't show up till the second game. Can you show me a photo of the victim? That face. Someone you know? I don't know. I just have this feeling that I met him somewhere a long time ago. Sorry, I'm drawing a blank right now. Camera. Also drawing a blank. Autopsy report. Well, I hope it helps you, pal. Thanks, detective. Alright, let's look at the precinct. That must be one of the detectives. He's mumbling something to himself. Alright, hands against the wall, all of you. Don't even think about escaping. I got eyes on the back of my head. How's he doing image training for arrests? That's supposed to be the chief of the detectives here. He's glued to his computer screen. What? Gord Lake? Gordy sighted? I don't believe it. Shouldn't you be reading something more important? Hey, is that the police department's mascot? That's the Blue Badger. That was my idea. I made it. It's my mascot. I see. How nice. I'll get him aside. Mascot of the Criminal Affairs Department if it's the last thing I do. Good luck. A poster of a female police officer. Wait, no, that's the latest Babes in Uniforms calendar. My bad. What? These are the detectives' desks. There are computers and files on each one of them. Funny. They're a lot tighter than I'd imagine. I guess the detectives don't spend a lot of time at their desks. Alright. That's everything here. Alright. What is it? Oh. Nothing. Just something's been bothering me. Could you show me that autopsy report one more time? Hey, I remember now. This guy. He's a lawyer that was at that office Mia worked at. I met him once when I went there to hang out with Sis. That office? Wait. You mean Grosberg's office? Right, that guy. That was the last name I expected to come up. Maybe I should go talk to him, for old time's sake. Well, what should we do? Police have pretty much made up their minds that Mr. Edgeworth did it. Mr. Edgeworth won't tell us anything. Guess we can go look for the clues down by the lake. Right. Well, pay for your thoughts? Thoughts. Yeah, why won't Mr. Edgeworth tell us anything? And why did he refuse to ask for our help? What a jerk. Ugh, what a jerk. Give me a second. Up. Allegedly. Who was that with the camera? Lot of something? Let's go talk to her about that photograph. Nick, this person was a lawyer at Grosberg's office. Let's go talk to him. Mr. Grosberg, I mean, not the dead guy. Wait, is he in the court record as, you know... No. Well... I had to go to Grosberg's. December 25th, Grosberg Law Offices. But it was a while since I was last here. Mr. Grosberg is out as usual. Hey Nick, look at the wall. The painting is still missing. Mia must have known about the deal with Mr. Grosberg and Red White. So she kept track of all of White's extortion and blackmail rackets. Expensive potted plant. No idea what kind of plant it is, but it's probably the most expensive one available. I think our Charlie is cuter. Right. He's a really cute Plant. A table for clients. An elegant ebony casing that, if I'm not mistaken, that ladder's made out of solid gold. If I can tell what someone here got money to burn. We should put things on our client's table too. I'm not really into smoking. We can put out candy or gum. Classy. Do it for the funnies and funnies. Our plan is superior. Consume the plan to assert dominance. Why is the wall there a different color? A big painting was hanging there until recently. Huh, what happened to it? Well, he gave it to someone. But he gave it to some romantic interest. Love looms eternal, Nick. Yeah. A solid mahogany desk. The wood's been polished into a deep luster. Hey, Nick, I want a desk like that in our office, too. I don't know, I don't think I'm ready to sit at a desk like that yet. Huh? I mean, for me. You better start saving your allowance, then. I'm sorry, I can't hear the word mahogany and not go back to the guy that was running hell and DBZ abridged. Mahogany. Expensive looking mahogany bookshelves full of expensive looking books. Funny. They don't look like they've ever been read. Well, then let's take them back to our offices. You won't miss them. We don't need them. Then can we take the wooden bear? It is kind of cute. Just come here to rob Grosberg. Okay, Grosberg is not here right now. Guess we could stop by the detention center. Edgeworth? This is really hard for me to ask. But you didn't do it, right? Right? Think what you will. I have only one request. Huh? Stay out of this case. Why? But Nick is trying to help you. I know that. But I don't want your help, okay? Why not? Look, just go away and leave me alone. Nick, Mr. Edgeworth did it, didn't he? Maya, let's go investigate elsewhere. Come on, you got... Okay, Edgeworth just dipped. No, the reason why the painting is missing is because, in the second case, which we had already done, when I originally started the YouTube playthrough is when it happened. Basically, Grosberg was being extorted by someone called Mr. Redwhite of Blue Corp. Yeah, this game is full of pun-based names. He's a little bit of a goofball. But yeah. Basically, Grosberg was being extorted because he was involved in like this case in the past that went terribly. And he basically, since he was being extorted, he gave the painting to Mr. Redwhite. And Mr. Redwhite was basically the antagonist of the second episode. We put him in jail for the murder of Mia Fey, who is Maya's sister, and our main character's mentor. December 25th, Gourd Lake Woods. Hey, y'all. Lotta. Wait up a sec. We got bingo. Bingo? My automatic camera took 2 pictures last night. Hey. This is them. Take a look. Wait. See? He's shooting him with that pistol. Looks like that, yes. But you can't really tell who is shooting. Yeah, well, there was enough fog out there last night to strangle a bullfrog. But you know, seeing these photos remind me of something. What? I saw the murder happen. I'm a witness. Yeah, she got murdered episode 2. Or case 2. I saw the murder happen. I'm a witness. What? Are you serious? Of course. How'd you forget? Never mind. Y'all reckon I should tell the cops? I reckon no. I reckon no. What's that? Now don't y'all think y'all can pull one over me just because you speak the lingo. I know enough to know that when you see a murder, you best tell the cops. It's my obligation as a citizen. Hey, so I'm off to talk to the cops. Y'all can have this photo. Later. Well, wait, Lotta. What? Can't y'all see I'm busy? Tell us what you saw, too, please. Nice try, honey, but I wasn't born yesterday. I'm a witness, and that means I'm on the side of justice. And that means the cops. I'd sooner eat the south side of a northbound skunk than tell you. Lotta. Don't let it just give you a bunch. Friends today, enemies tomorrow. What's the other way around? No matter, I'm gone. Hey, maybe it'll let me do some testifying. Hot darn. She left. Well, that's one more witness. What do we do now, Nick? Well, if she saw something, then there's not much we can do about it. The question is, what exactly did she see? I guess we'll find out in the trial tomorrow. Lake photo added to the court record. Wait, are we... Looks like the police have given up their interviewing. Hey! Ah! Nick, I think Santa's mad at you. Long time no see, Nick. Nick, you know Santa? Wow. Nick and Saint Nick. Hey, I see the connection. Don't be ridiculous. Dude, it's me. Larry! By the way, Larry is, Larry was the person we were defending in the very first case. Basically his girlfriend got murdered and everyone thought he did it because his girlfriend was cheating on him. Kinda. We're not exactly sure. Something was happening. Larry? What are you doing here? Isn't obvious? I'm working my day job. I sell samurai dogs. Want one? Gotta get money for dates, you know. My girl, Kianse, deserves the best. Kianse? Not another model, I hope. Oh, Kianse's a fine, fine woman, Nick. It was her idea that I wear the costume. She was like... She was all, you go, girlfriend, you know? She bought this costume for me. That's great, Larry. Wow, a Santa costume. She must be really nice. Wow, cute. Nick, who's she? I'm not gonna say anything. She's not your... What? No, she's not. I'm his partner, Maya Fey. I'm, the little sister. Sister? Wow, Nick, must be tough. Working 9 to 5, and take care of a little sister. Because it's Christmas. Happy Chrysler. No, I'm not Nick's sister. I'm my older sister's little sister. Huh. Sounds great. Don't worry, Maya. He's not listening. Hey, Larry. There was a murder here last night. And since you work here, have you heard anything? Nick, you're wasting your time. Last night was Christmas Eve. He was with Kianse, obviously. He wouldn't have been standing out here in the cold. Oof. I think we just said caught him off guard, Maya. No, it's just Beyonce's not in town right now. She's in Hawaii on a photo shoot. A model. I knew it. Well, anyway, that was a murder here on the lake. The trial's tomorrow. Huh, neat. The defendant is Edgeworth. Miles Edgeworth. Nick? Why would Larry know Edgeworth? Whoa, Nick. You don't mean that Miles Edgeworth. Old Edgy? Yeah, he's a murder suspect. Whoa, murder? Huh. You know Mr. Edgeworth, Larry? Yeah, of course. Edgy was in the same class as us in grade school. What? Tell me about the dogs. Huh? Oh, you mean the samurai dogs? Why are they samurai dogs? No, he doesn't. He doesn't at all. I'm pretty sure this won't be... I'm pretty sure this isn't the last time we see Larry. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure we end up seeing him again. I mean, they kind of look gourd-shaped. Oh, well, originally they were gourd dogs, you know, like guard dogs. Ouch. The samurai thing was Beyonce's idea. Oh, she's my woman, you know. She was all, change the name and you go, girlfriend. She made that banner. Man, the kids can't get enough of those samurai dogs. Something about that just seems wrong. Oh, and guess what? We're getting a ton of customers here at the lake with the big news. The big news? Yeah, Gordy. Gordy? You know, at least this girlfriend seems very supportive, unlike the last one. So, you know, that's a good thing. I'm pretty sure he will. I don't 100% remember, though. So, Mr. Edgeworth was your classmate, Larry? Yeah, Nick, him, and I used to hang out all the time. Wow. Never knew. Don't get me wrong, he's always been kind of a stick in the mud. Studying all the time, trying to be like father. Like his father? Yeah. Eddie's pop was a famous defense lawyer back in the day. Wow. Wait. You said defense lawyer? Yeah. Wait a second. Mr. Edgeworth is a prosecuting attorney. What? Edgy's got a proboscis on his knee? No. He's a prosecuting attorney. That's like the total opposite of a defense lawyer. Huh. Go figure. I used to talk about defending the weak who were unable to defend themselves. Man, I used to go on and on about a man's duty to society and all that. What a bore. Wonder what changed his mind, though. Do you know Nick? Nick? What's Gordy? Huh. You don't know? It's here in this very lake. A giant, mysterious monster. Gordy. A monster? A monster? A gulp? Yeah. Check it out. This is from the article from yesterday's newspaper. There's a photo. Wow, it's really real. Nick, a monster. A real monster. Gulp. Yeah, it's probably just a log or something. Right? Hey, there's a quote here from the person who took the photo. What's this? I set the camera to automatic, and when we got into the frame, I heard a loud bang, like an explosion. Followed by the sound of something slipping into the water. I wish I could have seen it. Why would there be a sound like an explosion? Larry? The monsters... I can't read the rest of that. I have the weird heart thing in the way. Sure, no problem. That'll be $1 million. 1 million? Grow up, Larry. Gordy article. Article about Saya, Gordy. So, about this attorney's badge. Huh? Oh, that's your attorney's badge, isn't it? Dude, you really helped me out back then in that trial. Sorry I can't really pay you. Because you blew it all on Fiance? But you can have all the dogs you want. Really? Monster shot the guy. Okay. Yeah, and I can read it. The monster shot this guy 100%. Larry, if you let her at your dogs, you won't have any left for the other customers. Hey, no problem. That's what makes her happy, you know. How many times do I have to remind you that it was me who got you off the hook? What's that? It's a camera. You take pictures with it. Huh. What, Larry, you mean you don't know what a camera is? Of course I know. Hey, you're looking at a bona fide junior high graduate. I was talking about the weird contraption on that camera. Oh, that. Well, it's hard to explain. Just forget about it. Well, don't go showing it to me then, B. G. Wait, did Larry just say junior high? Did Larry not graduate high school? Because he said he's a bona fide junior high graduate. Junior high, not... So that means Larry doesn't have a high school diploma. And probably also doesn't have his GED either. Hey Larry, you know this guy? Who's this? I don't know, that's why I asked you. Who's this, Maya? Well... What's this? You know, my eyes may have been getting pretty bad lately, Nick. Actually, the photo's blurry, Larry. It was taken last night. Last night? Sorry, Nick. I don't know much about that. I'm just a simple vendor of samurai dogs. Dig? Anything new to say about the samurai dogs, since Larry's selling them? Can't get over the samurai dogs. The original samurai dogs, no less. Hey man, whoever calls their product original first wins. Why don't you add world famous to the sign? Hey, good idea. What have I done? Yeah, we're not gonna find anything here. I guess... Stop by Criminal Affairs. December 25th, Police Department, Criminal Affairs. Not a Gumshoe in sight. If you're looking for Detective Gumshoe, he's in the questioning room. Apparently an important witness turned up. He'll be there in a while. A lot of hurt, it has to be. Uh-oh. Anything new? Must be one of the detectives. Mumbling something himself. Move in the crowd, wear drab clothes. Never enter the target's field of vision. Must be doing a training for tailing. I'm pretty sure it came out today. I'm pretty sure it came out either today or yesterday. It might be yesterday. Probably yesterday because people are looking for Gordy. December 25th, Grosberg Law Offices. Hey, might be here. Ahem. Ah, that old familiar clearing of the throat. Aha! You're Mia's something, are you not? I was her understudy, yes, Phoenix Wright. Aha! And you're Mia's something too, are you not? Her little sister, yes. You've grown. You've come to look a lot like your sister, you know. It takes me back. Ahem. The days of my youth. Like the scent of fresh lemon, you see. Mr. Grosberg, sir? Hmm? Ah, yes, I beg your pardon. Of course you came here to discuss something. What is it then? Something the matter? There was a murder last night. A murder? You haven't heard? I just got up, you see. Hey, spoilers. Spoilers. I just got up, you see. Well, Miles Edgeworth shot someone with a pistol. Edgeworth, what? Who did he shoot? Well, the identity of the victim is still unknown. This is terrible news indeed. Guess he hadn't heard anything. Mr. Grosberg, whatever happened to that painting? Oh, yes. I do not think you shall be coming back home to this office. I can't exactly claim it as stolen. I suppose it's my just desserts. Old, bitter desserts. You've really grown up in the past few years, my dear. How proud Mia would be if she could see you now. She said she was more worried about me than anything. Ah, just go on and take the compliment, will you? My theory then would be that it's some natural phenomenon or something that causes explosions on the lake that shoot out like... No, someone did kill him. There's always a murderer. There's always a murderer, and it's always gonna be someone who's got... It's always gonna be someone testifying against the victim. Or against the suspect. So this camera on the lake takes photos whenever it hears an explosion sound? That's exactly what she said. And it just happened to be set up on the beach, pointing out on the lake. Yes, she said she photographed. It was the photograph shooting stars. Shooting stars, explosions? What's the connection? I'd be suspicious of this witness of yours. Strange. I feel as though I've seen that man somewhere before. Yeah. Who knew there'd be a murderer involved in a murder trial? Ah! Did you remember? He was a lawyer here in my office. That's Hammond. Robert Hammond. So the monster's going to be testifying against Edgeworth. Got it. Yes, the monster's going to be testifying against Edgeworth. Gordy is going to be dragged out of the lake to testify against Edgeworth. Mr. Hammond? And do you say this man, this is the man Miles Edgeworth shot? So this is the moment the crime took place, eh? Yes. You really can't say for sure that's Edgeworth. I'm not sure whether that's a good thing or a bad thing. Not sure at all. My apologies. I'm not sure I can help you with that. Who's this Robert Hammond guy, anyway? Mr. Hammond. He was a defense attorney in that case. That case? Yes, the DL6 incident. All comes back to the DL6 incident. DL6? Why does that sound so familiar? Perhaps you remember. I'm sure someone mentioned it during the trial for Mia's murder. That was the incident where the police were so at a loss they used a spirit medium. Oh yeah, that's part of the reason why the case was like such a disaster, was because they ended up using a spirit medium. Wait, you don't mean a spirit medium that was related to Mia and Maya? In fact, it was Mia and Maya's mother. Was that medium my mother? Yeah, like that. Yes, my dear. The spirit medium, Misty Fey, your mother, contacted the spirit of the victim. But the case was lost. No conviction was made. The DL6 incident, yes. Happened 15 years ago. A very strange case indeed. Never caught the criminal, right? Correct. Misty Fey used her powers to talk to the spirit of the lake victim. Her testimony led to charges being laid against one man. Mr. Hammond won the case, and the suspect was declared innocent. And the police blamed my mother, calling her a fraud. You're the one that helped her out then, right, Mr. Grosberg? Yes, quite. Thank you. No, please, don't mention it. DL6. Never thought I'd hear that name again. But wait, what does that have anything... What does that case have to do with Mr. Edgeworth? It has everything to do with Mr. Edgeworth, my dear. The victim of the DL6 incident was none other than his father, Gregory Edgeworth. Gregory. What, his father? You want to know more? Then you should ask him yourself. Show him this. I'm sure he'll talk to you. Wait. This is a photograph of my mother. Misty face photo added to the court record. Well, I mean, Maya isn't a lawyer. She's just acting as a assistant to... Oh boy, I can't wait to play FNAF Security Breach in the FNAF Marathon come this October, if I get that far. Oh boy, I'm so excited. Can't you hear my excitement? The sheer amount of excitement I have about playing the FNAF Security Breach? The game I hate the most from that series? The one game that I literally could not bring myself to play in that series? Okay, so Case 2 is very important to this one, so you kind of missed out on that. Basically, Mr. Redwhite had a bunch of, like, basically had the information on almost all of the DL6 incident. That's why he had so much power and so much, like, and he had, like, the whole extortion racket. Most of the extortion racket just came from DL6. December 25th, Detention Center, Visitor's Room. What's this? I was hoping you'd gotten my message the first time. Edgeworth, what about your defense? It's no concern of yours. I know, I love FNAF. I love the FNAF games except for Security Breach, and AR did exist. Alright, now we're supposed to show you the photo. Edgeworth? It's only been a matter of hours since you last visited, yet you've made incredible progress in your investigation. I'll admit it, I'm impressed, right? You're always single-minded in your work, though. Once you start on something, you always see it through, don't you? About the DL6 incident. Right, DL6. I didn't want you to find out about it. That is why I refused your offer to defend me. I'm sorry if it sounded like I thought you were up to the job. I just wanted to keep you away from DL6. So, do you still think it would have been better for me to stay away? I'm trying to remember which game it is that has that. I don't know. But I see no point in hiding anything from you now. Very well. Ask whatever you like. For a series that thrive because of the Let's Players. Yeah. I mean, here's the deal. Oh, AR. Yeah, okay, I see the problem. Yeah. I mean, I kind of get the idea, you know, FNAF, Pokemon Go, and all that, but, like... I mean, I've played a little bit of it. It's meh. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not a huge... The DL6 incident. That's when my father died. Right before my eyes. He was shot and killed, and I saw it all. My memories from that time are foggy. I suppose it's a self-defense mechanism. In any case, the suspect was arrested. A man. It's pretty clear he was the only one who could have killed my father. The spirit medium they used to talk to my late father said the same thing. It was an attorney by the name of Robert Hammond that cleared the suspect's name. And Hammond is the victim of the Gourd Lake murder? Correct. That spirit medium, that was my mom. What? You mean you're... Strange. I thought that terrible incident was bound to end, and now this? Yeah, it's just a FNAF game with skins. About to end? The DL6 incident happened 15 years ago. 15 years ago, on December 28th. December 28th? The statute of limitations on the case runs out in 3 days. What? Nick, what does that mean? When a case statute of limitations runs out, legally, the case never happened. 3 days from now... Well... That's not necessary. Basically, if statute of limitation runs out, then it's more just the police are going to give up and stop spending resources trying to figure out what happened. 3 days from now, DL6 will be closed forever. What happened to the suspect, the one who got off innocent? I don't know. He disappeared from public view. Nobody knows where to. If he's still alive, he'd be about 50 years old now. I guess I can understand why he'd go into hiding. It'd be hard to live a normal life after being a murder suspect in such a big case. So was your father a lawyer? He was. Gregory Edgeworth. He was quite famous at the time, apparently. So you were sort of trying to follow in his footsteps? I'd rather not talk about it. Nope. Who would have thought there'd be a photo? Edgeworth, did you shoot him? What do you think, right? I don't think you're the kind of point a gun at anyone, no. So you didn't shoot him? No, I didn't. It wasn't me. No, I'm pretty sure statute of limitation is going off United States rules where it's 7 years. I don't know, when they say DL6 was... $15... Never mind. Okay. Maybe in Japan their statute of limitations is 15 years. But yeah, no, that's like a... That's just an actual thing in courts. Like, once... In the United States, statute of limitation is 7 years. And I guess it's 15 years in Japan, maybe? I don't know. After all, we're living in Japan, California, so... It pains me to ask you this now. I know, you want us to defend you? Yes, will you? No! Of course we won't. Sorry, Edgy, no way. Right? Nick? Hey, don't look so serious, guys. I was kidding. Just a little joke. There was nothing little. Or joke-like about it. I thought it was funny. Nick, do it over. Yes, Your Honor. How could I refuse you, Edgeworth? Thank you, right? This is my chance to finally pay you back. Pay him back? Pay me back? For what? I don't remember doing anything for you. Never mind. I guess you don't really need to know. Huh. My letter of request. Please give it to the Detective Gumshoe. Well, I guess we should. What's that? Earthquake, Nick? It's a big one. What? Whew, that was scary. Huh? Where's Edgeworth? There, he's on the floor in the ball, shivering. Guess it doesn't do well with earthquakes. Yeah. Clearly, why so serious? Mr. Edgeworth doesn't seem like he's going to stand up anytime soon. Let's go, Nick. Alright. Have to give Edgeworth's letter request to get a... Papa can hardly speak words. Give Edgeworth's letter of request to Detective Gumshoe. Alright. The 25th, Police Department. What's going on here? Well, what's wrong, Detective? This wild lady comes in here just a while ago. Says she came to talk to y'all after hearing what Mr. Wright had to say. What's this about, pal? A lot of heart. Why are you going around finding more witnesses? I want to give Mr. Edgeworth a death sentence, pal? No, not at all. Just, I mean, she did see something. There's nothing I can do about that. I can't go around covering up evidence. You trying to say something about the way I do my job? No, sir. I mean, to be fair, he's kind of behind glass. What exactly are we gonna do? Look at what I got. Hey, you did it, pal. Glad I waited till the last minute to file those papers. I'll rip them up and start new ones for you. Thanks, Detective. Well, see you in court tomorrow, then. Good luck, pal. Hey, you guys feel that earthquake a little while back? I was worried. Worried? We're fine. I lived out here my whole life. I'm pretty used to them by now. POV, you live in Tornado Alley. And then they're talking about tornadoes. I was worried about you two. I was worried about Mr. Edgeworth. Oh, right. He did seem to overreact a little now that you mention it. Yeah, well, I'm not surprised. It was a pretty big earthquake. I'll go check on him. You two go eat and get your rest for tomorrow's trial. Later. I wonder what it is with Mr. Edgeworth and earthquakes. I wonder. He's never that scared of them when he was in school. Then again, I only really know him in the 4th grade. Transferred to another school after that. What happened to Edgeworth? Of course. Of course, Gordy obviously killed my Edgeworth's dad. So I'm just getting a little time check real quick. Why not? I mean, we'll go a little bit over schedule, but it's fine. So you can see who the lawyer we're up against is. We'll go through with the trial. December 26, 9:44 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2. Karma? That's right. Manfred von Karma. He's the best prosecutor there is. He hasn't lost a case in his 40-year career. He is a god of prosecution, right? A god. Not a single case. He'll do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything. Sounds like someone else I know, Edgeworth. Of course. You don't understand. I mean, he'll really do anything. Manfred von Karma is a man to be feared. That's quite the claim coming from someone who forges evidence. He taught me what it really means to prosecute. What? Just picture a prosecutor as vicious as me, multiplied by a factor of 10. Ugh. So, he was your teacher then, Mr. Edgeworth? Something like that. And now he's trying to get you found guilty? What a creep. Oh, wait. Hey, he's planning on losing on purpose to help you out. Not a chance. He's lost once in 40 years. 40 years. He's as ruthless as me, times 20. That's pretty ruthless. Like I said, he's a god among prosecutors. Guess that's something like Mia was to me. Speaking of Mia. Maya? Uh-huh. We could really be using me as help right now, don't you think? Oh. I can't. Sorry, I really tried, but I couldn't reach. You couldn't reach? I think it's because I haven't been training. My powers are weak again. Oh man, what bad timing. I'm really sorry. I'll try my best. I hope so. What are you whispering about? Oh, it's nothing. Well, it's time. Let's head in. September 26th, 10 a.m., District Court, Courtroom number 3. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor. There he is. Mr. Von Karma, is the prosecution ready? Fool. You seriously think that I would stand here not completely prepared? Right, my apologies. He's even got the judge scared. Very well, your opening statement, please. Decisive evidence? A decisive witness? What else could possibly be required? Nothing, of course. That should be fine. The prosecution may call its first witness. What's with this guy? Is he royalty or something? How am I supposed to fight against this? I think that's supposed to be on purpose. I call the detective in charge of this case Detective Dick Gumshoe. Yeah. Well, except for the prosecutor for the first case in the game, he was just kind of a goofball, a wacky little guy, and a disappointment. But like besides him, yeah, they're pretty much all edgelords. Okay, Gumshoe first. Let's see how this goes. Describe the incident now. Yes, sir. Detective Gumshoe looks nervous. Please take a look at the map. The murder happened on Christmas Eve around midnight. There was one boat on the very middle of the lake. There were 2 men on the boat. Now, there happened to be a woman camping here at the edge of the lake. At 12 a.m., she heard 2 pistol shots. Then the boat started to move. It went towards the boat rental shop. Overhead map added to the court record. Testify to the court about the arrest, now. Well, wait. Mr. Von Karma. Yes. Actually, I'm the one who's supposed to be handling these proceedings. Wrong. There is only one thing you need to do here. You will slam down your gavel and say the word guilty. That is your role. Yes, of course. You're quite right. No, he's not. The arrest of Edgeworth. A man came to the station around 30 minutes after midnight. We headed to the scene of the crime as fast as we could. That's where we found Mr. Edgeworth. Your Honor. Nuh-uh. Now, I didn't suspect him of anything at all. But next morning, a body was found in the lake. So we had to arrest Mr. Edgeworth. I see. Very well. Begin your cross-examination, attorney, now. Why is he so mean? You received a call from a man? Yep. But she said there was a woman camping there. So she's the one who heard the 2 gunshots, right? Wait, can we rehear that? Can we rehear that objection real quick? What? Hey, yo! That woman and the man who called in the report are two different people, obviously. Different people? There were two witnesses. Their testimonies were quite similar, however. Today, I've summoned the woman who was camping. The woman who was camping. A lot of heart. What happened next, detective? He really just did the sonic finger waggle. Nuh-uh-uh. We had to do the scene of the crime as fast as we could. How long was it between receiving the report and your arrival at the lake? Well, I'd say it was about 3 minutes. Your Honor, my plight, please, nuh-uh. That's pretty fast. Our motto for the month is, get there quick. Detective, you will refrain from casually revealing department secrets. Yes, sir. Sorry, sir. I look forward to your next year's salary review. So much to look forward to these days. This is no time for detective daydreaming. Continue. Yes, sir. That's where you found Mr. Edgeworth. What was Mr. Edgeworth like when you saw him there? Well, from what I saw, he looked pretty relaxed. Not like a murderer at all, really. Dear Lord, he's got like the Demon Lord voice. Like, he's just the final boss of some RPG or something. Why is your voice so deep? Got the Darth Vader filter on. Detective, the court requires the facts, not your opinions. How many years have you been on the force? Facts only, detective. Hard, cold, objective facts. Yes, sir. Man, he's got a share of objections. No, I didn't suspect anything at all. Why did you think he was suspicious? You should know. We have a deep, trusting relationship with the prosecutors. Dear, why is your voice so deep? I'm not doing a deep voice for you just because I'm not doing a deep voice for you. I'm sorry. It was hard enough doing a muscle man impression along with an old man voice for one for one case. I'm not doing that. Usually that's mainly talking about that's usually when in reference to the motive is when emotions matter, though. Detective, the court isn't interested in your musings. Deep, trusting poppycock. I've never heard so many flippant comments from an active detective on the force. Detective Gumshoe doesn't look so good. Continue, now! Did you find any clues on the body? A single bullet was recovered from the body. He was shot through the heart, fatally. Judge, here's the bullet. It did strike the bone, so its shape is well preserved. Very well, the court accepts this bullet into evidence. My guy got that cigar with the golden lighter on there. He got the cancer premium right now. Pistol bullet added to the court record. Why is that? Well, we found the murder weapon in the yard. The murder weapon? A pistol. Detective Gumshoe. That is a vital piece of information. Please revise your testimony. Right, sorry, Your Honor. Do we have the pistol in court record? Nope. What about the pistol made it decisive evidence? Tisk, tisk, tisk. He has the same evil laugh as Edgeworth. There were fingerprints on the pistol found in the boat. They are clearly prints from Mr. Edgeworth's right hand. What? Order! Order! So Mr. Edgeworth's prints were found on the murder weapon? Yes, Your Honor. Judge, this is the weapon in question. Accepted into evidence. So, can we just take time to I just want to take some time to, like... Doesn't this pistol look like it's came out of... Does this pistol look like it's come out of TF2? Like, I can't be the only one thinking that, right? This gun straight up looks like it came out of TF2. This looks like a TF2 gun right here. Like, this looks like sort of like a cross-class type weapon. Like, you could, like, at least like an alternate skin for like the standard pistol in TF2. You know, you could equip it on your scout, you could equip it on your engineer. Gun fishing, but the lawyer dropped the weapon. Honestly, at that point, it's just kind of an L. Members of the court. We now have the pistol used in the murder and the bullet found in the body. Detective. Yes, sir? Was the bullet found in the body fired from this pistol? Yes, the ballistic markings on the bullet match the pistol. Hey, Nick. What does he mean, ballistic markings? Shocking. To imagine someone here does not know something as basic as ballistic markings. Nick, he's glaring at me. Very well, I'll explain. Actually, Judge, you do it. Me? Ballistic markings are like the fingerprints of a gun. The barrel leaves distinctive marks on each bullet it fires. I'll be right back. I already know this is gonna suck on my throat. Alrighty, I'm back. I went to grab a drink. And I'm gonna... I'm gonna examine these ballistic fingerprints to see which gun fired the shot. It's quite accurate. Indeed. This leads to one inevitable conclusion. The bullets found in the victim's heart was, without a doubt, fired from this TF2-looking pistol. This pistol, as you may recall, was covered with the defendant's own fingerprints. I just want to feel included. Order! Order! This is bad. This makes it look like Edgeworth did it. Edgeworth did it. Well, Judge. I'd say it's almost decisive yet. Honestly, I could declare a verdict at this point. However... You wish to hear the witness speak, no doubt. Very well. I'm somewhat fatigued, so I will take a brief break. I will call my witness after the recess. No. Well, only one bullet was found in the... First of all, it does have ballistic markings. That's what a .22 bullet that's been fired does look like. Because it's just missing, because, you know, that's the bullet itself, not the outside case. The case has, you know, probably been ejected by the gun somewhere. It says it was fired 3 times. Yeah, I don't know where the other 2 bullets are. But no, it has ballistic marks. You can't exactly see ballistic markings without, you know, testing them. It's kind of like... It's like fingerprints for, like, fingers. You can't usually see them with your naked eye, or at least it's hard to notice them with your naked eye without, you know, special stuff to test for them. Like, if you just put your finger on, like, a wooden... On, say, like, my wooden desk. I can't see the fingerprint if I put my finger on my wooden desk. I need a test for that. You kind of need a test to see ballistic markings. And all guns have ballistic markings. Unless it's one of those, like, ghost guns that are made out of plastic. Those don't have ballistic markings. The more you know. There's your crash course with mild gun nut Papa Conley. I say mild. I say mild. There are many people who know way more about it than me. Which will last 10 minutes. Judge? And also, I don't know why he looks like that. That's just how they designed him. Yes? What are you doing? A 10-minute recess. Now. But wait, Just bang your flimsy gavel and get on with it, man. This court will take a 10-minute recess. Who's running this court anyways? But yeah, no, just because you can't easily visibly see it, because it's... Yeah. Just because you can't exactly physically see it doesn't mean it doesn't have it. It does have ballistic markings. Edgeworth, what's going on here? Your fingerprints were on the murder weapon. And that foggy photo makes one thing clear. The only one who could have shot that man was the person in the photo. True. Was that you in the boat? Yes, it was me. What? But you must believe me, I didn't shoot him. Then who did? I don't know. You don't know? You were right there. I heard a gunshot from very close by. Then, the other man just fell from the boat. Because it'd be too convenient, I guess. I don't know. I thought at the time that he had shot himself. You mean it was a suicide? That's the only explanation I can come up with. Huh. How am I going to convince anyone of that? Yeah, let's bring in Gordy. Let's bring that criminal in. Say, Maya. Huh? What? Any progress with Mia? Oh. Sorry, it's no good. I know. I'm no good for anything, am I, Nick? If I can't call my sister, I might as well not be here, right? Yeah. Well, actually, you don't know law. You don't have you don't have any trial experience or techniques. Yeah, you're pretty much useless, but I can't say that. Why? I chose the yeah, you're useless option. Say yeah, you're useless. It's okay, Nick. You don't have to say anything. Your face said it for you. Whoops. No, of course I'm sorry. It's okay, Nick. I don't know anything about trials or defense. Well, you see, that's because Edgeworth didn't see Gordy, so he wouldn't know it was Gordy. What's more important, I'm a spirit medium who can't even contact spirits. Oh, everyone has their off days. I mean, I've just been getting lucky lately. But you never know when my luck is gonna run out. Maybe don't tell that. Maybe don't say that in front of your defendant. Whoa, right. Don't jinx the case any more than it already is. It's bad for my heart. Oh, sorry. Whoops. Court is back in session. Mr. Von Karma. Mr. Von Karma. Mr. Von Karma, your witness. Yes. Will Miss Lana Hart take the stand? Well, Miss Lana Hart, you are the research student at a university? That I am. Good. Begin by telling us what you saw the night of the incident. And don't add anything trivial or subjective. Understand? Y'all need to learn some manners. Understand? Oh, God. I'm trying to get my voice just as deep as possible, and it is just not working. Very well. Your testimony, please. It was Christmas Eve, just after midnight, I reckon. I was in my car. I heard a loud bang come up from the lake. When I looked out the window, I saw two gents in a boat. There was one... Then there was another bang. There wasn't nary a thing on the lake but that boat. I thought I heard my dog cough for a moment. I think she did cough for a second. I just missed it. Nope, there she goes. Enough. Huh? Judge. She happened to take a photo of the incident. This is that photo, accepted as evidence. Well, this is a surprise. This looks like the very moment of the murder. Order! I will remove people from this courtroom if I do not have order immediately. As the witness testified, she looked at the lake when she heard the shot. There were no other boats on that lake. So the man in the boat with the victim must have been the one who shot him. Yes, it was the defendant Miles Edgeworth. Man, I can't get it as like low and as growly as like the objection does it. It's like objection. I just can't. It's like a monster type voice that I can't do it. Order, order, order! I will have order. Well, Judge. The evidence is decisive. I have very little doubt about this case. Very well, the court finds the defendant. Well, wait, Your Honor. I haven't cross-examined the witness yet. A cross-examination? We have the photographic proof. What question can there possibly be? This photo is worth 1,000 words, and they all read guilty. You lose. Or, do you claim to have found a contradiction in her testimony? Very well. If you have to, you may cross-examine the witness. You will only flounder and ask meaningless questions. You will fail to find anything. Ace Attorney is about to make me buy a voice changing filter just so I can, and a soundboard just so I can do a good Von Karma voice. And then I will have you held in contempt of court. Nick, contempt? Contempt of court, you know? I guess I understand. Well, what are you going to do? Do you really think that there's a contradiction in the facts in her testimony? I think there was. I think I noticed one little thing. Wow, I'm impressed, Nick. I didn't notice anything. Right, let's take him on. Yeah, I just got a bad feeling about this. I understand. I will cross-examine the witness. Just very well. I pray for your sake this isn't a waste of time. Just after midnight, you say? In other words, it was no longer Christmas Eve, but Christmas Day. Huh? Huh, yeah, well, yes. I know you want to fight contradictions, but really? I hope your next contradiction is a little more relevant to the trial. Witness, continue your testimony. Why were you camping there anyway? I'm a research student at my university. I was taking pictures to use in my research. What research? This all sounds suspicious. Press further. Miss Hart, should you be more specific about your research? What does the witness's motives in camping by the lake have to do with this case? The answer is nothing. I object to this line of questioning. Objection sustained. Well, wait now. I'm the one who says that. Well, then say it already. Objection sustained. Thanks for nothing, Your Honor. So you weren't looking at the lake at that time? Nope. I looked after I heard that noise. She said that already. I asked you to find contradictions, not leisurely chat with the witness. Could you clearly see the two men? Just look at the picture. Clear enough for you? No. Wait a second. I wasn't asking you about the photo. I was asking if you saw the two men. Yeah, well, of course. The witness has testified that she saw them. There is also a photo. You best look elsewhere for your previous contradictions. He jumped in quick. He's hiding something. Were you watching the very moment the shot rang out? Well, yeah, sure. You're asking meaningless questions. Meaningless. Contradictions, Mr. Wright, not meaningless babble. Von Karma, I think I hate you. He's trying to keep me from talking to a witness. To what end? But she can't be the murderer, because we already know that the murderer is the lake monster. There was... Legally, she cannot be the murderer. Are you sure about that? Yeah, sure as a country gal can be. That sounds pretty sure. How come you're so sure? Well, heck, I scanned the whole lake. Scanned the whole lake. It almost sounds as if she was more interested in the lake than the boat. Miss Hart, you... Mr. Wright, the witness has answered the question in full. No need for further questions. Objection sustained. Ah, but that's what I'm... Sustained. Yes, of course. Oh, great. I think we've heard all we need to hear, Mr. Wright. It seems you were unable to find a contradiction in the testimony worth noting. But, Your Honor, you keep your promise. Mr. Wright, I'm afraid that I'll have to penalize any further outbursts by holding you in contempt of court. And if that happens, you'll have to leave the courtroom immediately. Understood? Uh-huh. Nick. Wow, his testimony is fishy, Nick. Real fishy. I know what you mean. But... I think that's the point. He's kind of supposed to be an annoying prick because, you know, he's the final challenge. Minus the bonus episode, which we are going to do after this, then go back to Lobotomy Corporation. There is a bonus episode. I've actually not played... Well, I played it. I've not been the bonus episode. I've been this. So, I know who committed the crime and all that. I've actually not been the bonus trial. Because, the bonus trial was added to, the DS version of the game. And I was playing it on an emulator on a Chromebook, essentially. Which, you know, didn't have, like, the mic and stuff like that required for, like, you know, because, like, it was using the mic for, like, a gimmick of, like, having you blow into the mic. And, like, I'll stop there because, you know, I couldn't exactly blow on the mic to get the fingerprint. So, yeah. Oh, yeah, she's lying out the teeth. If I can't say anything, what can I do? I believe we've covered the evidence sufficiently to make a decision. Then pass your judgment. Very well. Mr. Miles Edgeworth, please take the stand. Who was that? It was me. Maya? Is something wrong? Do you need to use the facilities? No, I do not. A lot of heart. Your testimony stinks. It's unclear whether you were actually looking for the lake. It's highly doubtful that you actually saw Mr. Edgeworth. Tell us the truth. This is a matter of life or death. Did you really clearly see Mr. Edgeworth that night? Did you see him fire that pistol? You will stand down. The court does not acknowledge the defense's outburst. Answer me, Lotta. What's the big idea of treating me like some kind of criminal? I saw him, I swear. I saw Edgeworth. Enough. Judge, declare the defense in contempt of court. Yes, of course. I'm sorry, but you were warned. Guard, escort Mr. Wright out of the courtroom. He is in contempt of court and must leave. No. No. Wait. I was the one who made the outburst, Your Honor. Nick is innocent. Ha! What's the difference? All that remains is for the guilty verdict to be declared. Is that right, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Wrong. Wrong. What? Did you hear what Miss Hart just said? She said she clearly saw Mr. Edgeworth. That was not in the testimony. That changes her testimony, and I have a right to cross-examine her again. Da-da-da-da, technicality. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Order, 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 order. You're in contempt of court. It's too late for wild claims. Judge, sustain my objection. I'm sorry, Mr. Von Karma, but I cannot. What? Miss Lana Hart has made a new testimony. Offense does have a right to cross-examine her again. But he is in contempt of court. No, I am. If you're going to arrest someone, arrest me. I mean, it would be the first time. You've already been arrested once. Very well. Maya Fey, you will leave the courtroom immediately. Nick, I did what I could. You have to do the rest. Good luck. Maya? I care not for this melodrama. Listen well, Mr. Wright. I do not tolerate badgering of my witnesses. I'm running out of time. Better find a contradiction in here or else. Mr. Wright, begin your cross-examination. I saw clear as day. The man in that boat was Mr. Edgeworth. That's it? And we could present the picture for the fact that it was... Well, what about the other man? You cannot expect me allowed to blithely ignore your promise, Mr. Wright. I believe you claimed that there was a contradiction in the witness's testimony. Yeah, the fact that she probably couldn't see Jack squat due to the whole, you know, fog thing. Well, find it. If you can. Oh, you son of... Damn. That's it? I don't know if I can find anything in that. But I can't squander Maya's efforts either. Riddle me this, Batman. How are you gonna see this as clear as day? Got you. Got you, Miss Hart. Finally. What? You got... What? Look at this photograph. Because every time I look at it, it makes me laugh. I'll leave. I'll leave my own home. I'm gonna have my friend Carrick take over the stream. Also, the photo I took, the very same. There's something I want you to see in this photo. It's quite clearly visible. The fog, Miss Hart. So the picture was taken with a professional, high-quality film, correct? Yet even it could not capture the faces of the men on the boat. Yet you claim you saw Mr. Edgeworth. How? What? Huh? Mr. Wright has a point. That's why I told her not to say that in her testimony. Please. Yet, now she has said it, Mr. Von Karma. How could you possibly see Mr. Edgeworth? Explain yourself. Miss Hart? What? Could you see the defendant that night? Of course. I said what I could, and I meant I could. Then please testify the circumstances of your sighting. I did it. Finally found a fool in Von Karma's vague testimony. You're right, it was a cool night and the fog was thick as grits. So once I finished setting up my camera, I got back to the car. Still, I brought my binoculars with me. When I heard that noise out on the lake, I looked with my binoculars. See? No problem. You use binoculars? Very well. You may continue your cross-examination, Mr. Wright. This one better be good. So, how could you see Edgeworth? Now, just hold your horses for a second. You hasty Yankee types never find a gal where I'm from. Defense attorneys will have trouble with that as it is. Nobody loves me. Aye, aye, aye. So, your camera? Yeah, it got an automatic. The issue we are concerned with here is Miss Hart seeing Mr. Edgeworth. The camera has nothing to do with this at all. Objection sustained. He's not letting her answer any of my questions. Maybe like zooming in could have made the faces clearer, I'm guessing. Binoculars? Yeah, binoculars. Yesterday you mentioned that you were out looking for shooting stars, correct? Well, yeah. Wouldn't you need a telescope, not binoculars, for that? I've got doubts about your camera, too. Was that really gonna take pictures of meteor showers? The camera is irrelevant to this case. You can't say that for certain. Mr. Wright, the camera really is... Is the camera really relevant to this case? If you believe it is, we may continue this line of questioning. But know this. If you find nothing wrong with this, there will be consequences. Well, Mr. Wright, do you wish to press further about the camera? Yep. This is make it or break it time. The camera is of utmost importance, Your Honor. It is perhaps the key to this entire case. Therefore, I will continue my line of questioning. Oh man, I went a little overboard there. Very well. Miss Hart, you will testify to the court about the camera. Yeah, I hear you. The camera was set up to take pictures of a meteor shower. Miss Hart, what made you choose the lake to photograph meteors? You know the fog gets thick on that lake. It's not very suited for stargazing. Yeah, well, you see, I don't know. I guess I wasn't thinking too straight, huh? Mr. Wright, I will not have you badgering my witnesses because of her challenged intellects. Now, wait a minute. Continue your testimony. You were saying how it was you who saw Edgeworth? No unnecessary comments, please. Yeah. But you're forgetting, this guy is shady. If there was a heavy fog, how would binoculars change that at all? What do you mean? Even binoculars can't see through fog. But you say you saw him clearly? I did, yeah. Enough. There's no room for doubt in her testimony. She sounded pretty doubtful to me, but I have to find a clear contradiction first. I don't care how many Von Karmic objections I get, I'm going to find a hole in this testimony if it's the last thing I do. Camera was to take pictures of a meteor shower. When I was on a lake, I looked out and saw my binoculars. Wait a second. Nope. Oh. Nope, I didn't mean to do that. Yeah. There we go. You were photographing shooting stars? That was a lie. I might have gotten a little out of myself. That will be important later. So, says who? I saw the camera you set up yesterday. It was pointed directly at the lake. You have to point a camera upwards to take photos of the stars, Miss Hart. Sources, trust me, bro. Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? The witness was not at the lake to photograph shooting stars, Your Honor. Well, what exactly was she photographing? Your Honor, take a look at this. She was looking for Gordy. Miss Hart, this is what you were trying to take a photograph. What's this, a newspaper article? Gordy. Ah, the sighting at Gore Lake. Well, Miss Hart? I never heard of no lake monster. You got proof or something? Let's see you prove that I was down at the lake trying to photograph this Gordy. I have it. Proof. Intriguing. Very well. Let's see it. And no joking around this time, please. What was the proof? The fact that it was set to use sound? Proof, Miss Hart, is your own camera. That... Well, yeah, it's the sound... It's the sound thing on the camera. We're looping it in with the camera. Your camera was set to take photos in response to loud noises, correct? Thus, this photograph here is taken when a gun fired on the lake. And here, with this little article about Gordy, according to this article, Gordy made a loud noise when it emerged. Well, you're trying to photograph Gordy, weren't you? That's why you had to set your camera to respond to loud noises. Order! Order! I see. I too thought it was a little strange. Yeah, sure. Well, Miss Hart, you were camping there trying to take a photo of Gordy, weren't you? Yeah, not bad at all. Not bad at all. Are all you lawyers that smart? So, smart boy, I was down there trying to photograph Gordy. You got me. So what? Huh? That don't change what I saw, does it? Exactly. What you just used several precious minutes of your time to prove was nothing more than the witness is an idiot who thinks monsters exist. Hey! But, as she has so succinctly said, so what? It changes nothing. Not true. You're writing something about Gordy for some reason, and I know it. What could it have been? Whatever it is, I'm getting to the bottom of this. Mr. Hart, why did you hide the fact that you were searching for Gordy from the court? Please revise your testimony. Right, fine, I'll testify. It won't change nothing, though. Something will change. It has to. I'm going to spot it. Lada's new testimony. Actually, I'm not a research student at a university. I'm an investigative photographer. Imagine what a scoop it'd be if I got a picture of that monster. That's why I was camping out by the lake. But that's all it was hiding. That's what I heard of the bang and looked straight at the lake. What was else to look at, so I watched the boat the whole time. Then I saw a flash near one of the men's hands, and I heard another gunshot. I was looking right at the boat the whole time, crossed my heart in hopes to fry. Well, Mr. Wright, you may begin to cross-examine, yada yada. The witness's testimony is unchanged from before. Whether she is a research student or a photographer has no bearing on this case. There is no need to waste more of our time with another pointless cross-examination. I claim the defense's right to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor. But Karma is up to something, I know it. Don't want me to cross-examine her because why? Was there a contradiction? Very well, you may begin cross-examination. You seem sure of yourself. Must have something in mind. That would be a first. Haha, very funny. Oh. I understand that this is your last chance at cross-examination, right, Mr. Wright? Yeah, no, it would be 3 shots. If there is no problem with the testimony this time, we will let the witness leave. I will announce my verdict at that time, Mr. Wright. Understood? Yes, Your Honor. Now to press on everything to make sure. Then what manner of person are you? I'm not sure I'm highfalutin enough to be called a manner of anything. An investigative photographer? Yep. Get your photo? Sell it to the press? It's that kind of business. I was taking pictures of my sister's graduation last year. And guess what? What? There was a UFO. There was a UFO just hanging in the sky. UFO. You know, an unidentified flying object, a UFO. When I had that sort of revelation, I knew I should become an investigative photographer. I see. Kind of a shaky basis for a career. Is Gordy really all that newsworthy? Heck yeah! They even had him up on the TV. I'm not sure that appearing on local news' rumor of the month's segment qualifies. Last month's segment was Bigfoot sighted on Acorn Hills, I believe. Hey, they also had a picture of him in the newspaper for real. Mr. Wright, this is one fight I do not believe you can win. Let's keep moving, shall we? Yes, Your Honor. That's why you put the automatic sensor on your camera? Yep, borrowed it from a university professor. It analyzes every sound it picks up, and when it gets a bang, it snaps a shot. Yep. So many pictures has it taken so far. The only time the camera triggered was that night. Well, that's all I was hiding. Back. Tell you us why you felt you had to hide your true purpose at the lake. Heck, if word got out what I was up to, the lake would be swarming with competitors. Competitors? Yeah, second-rate shutterbugs tried to steal my scoop. Why is the judge picking sides? I don't know. I guess the judge likes it when you suffer. Well, actually... Mr. Wright, I will not have you asking questions with no relevance to this case. Whatever you say, Von Karma. I know you told her to keep quiet. Exactly what sort of sound was it? Well, I'd never heard one before, so I can't say for sure, but it sounded like a gunshot. It was a lot sharper sound than I would have expected. Wasn't much else to look at. Yep. I don't know if she heard a bang and she thought Gordy was out there. I doubt she'd be wasting any time looking at a boat. What do I do now? What are you giving me that look for? Definitely suspicious. Maybe it's time for some evidence. Witness, continue. Hold your hush puppies, Pops. I'm getting there. And to be fair, I mean, was there nothing on the lake but the boat at that time? Oh, wait, so you're thinking maybe he was shot from some other place? I don't think so. Nope. Lake was smooth as glass. Nobody was on shore neither. You're finished. I'll beat Von Karma any other way. That has to be something. Heard bang, looked right at the lake. There wasn't much else. Then I saw a flash near one of the men's hands. Another gunshot. I guess we could present the third gunshot. Nope. That wasn't it. Maybe Gordy? Okay, see with Gordy. Miss Hart, were you really looking at that boat? What's with you? Of course I was looking at it. It was the only thing out there. Any normal person would be looking at it. I agree, any normal person would. But you're far from normal. But what? Y'all want to step over here and say that? You were camping at the lake to take a picture of Gordy. Think about it. What would you do if you heard a loud noise? You'd be scanning the lake for any sign of Gordy. You wouldn't give it a second shot. Yeah, it was fired 3 times. According to the court record. Order, continue, Mr. Wright. You testified that you were watching the boat through binoculars. However, you wouldn't need binoculars to watch that boat. You needed them to search for Gordy, and that's what you were doing. Well? Well, now that y'all mention it, I did sort of take my binoculars and kind of scan the lake a bit. I mean, Gordy might be out there and all. Miss Hart, are you saying you were not watching the boat then? Sorry, y'all. I wasn't fibbing, really. I just thought, you know, I could be a witness to a murder and all. Kind of got excited. I was watching that boat till now. Yeah, no, she sort of just lied about being a witness. This is totally uncalled for. But hey, you got the photo and you got proof. Still, we can't see who's shooting who in this. Right. That's why I took the photo and... Witness, that's enough. You've had a long day. Shut your pie hole. Shut my what? What was she gonna say? She took the photo and what? Wait a second. She had a photograph to prove it. She really can't tell who the photo is. That's why she said she's going to enlarge the photo. She said it'll drop the quality of my... But should let us see who's who. She enlarged that photo? Why won't Von Karma show it? I've got a hunch. Bet that enlarged photo shows something bad for Von Karma. This is my chance. If I'm wrong, it'll mean prison for Edgeworth or worse. What should I do? Miss Hart, look at this photograph. That makes you laugh every time I look at it. You enlarged this photo, did you not? Yeah, I did. Why has that enlargement not been presented to the court? But because it does not exist. What are y'all talking about? You were the one who told not to show it in court in the first place. You old fool. I'm guessing... I don't know. I'm sure we'll get to that eventually. What's the meaning of this, What is the meaning of this, Mr. Von Karma? Miss Hart? Show the photo to the court. Show us the enlargement. The prosecution objects to the submission of this evidence. Objection denied. The witness will show the enlargement to the court. Here it is. We still can't see who's firing in this. It could be the defendant, or maybe it's not. Regardless, I'll accept this as evidence. Lake photo added to the court record. I just noticed that's using a left hand. That's using a left hand. It says he shot with his right. It's using a left hand. Happy now, Mr. Right. There has to be something. You asked for the enlargement. You got the enlargement. And little good it has done for any of us. That's why I requested she not show it at all. So this means that the cross-examination is over, obviously. Then I would like to close the cross-examination of Miss Lottahart. And none too soon. That was a flagrant waste of my time. Mr. Von Karma, do you have anything to add? I stated everything. I don't have dementia. I don't know what you're talking about. What dementia? You know, my doctor told me I had dementia, but I asked him who asked. I stated everything I needed to when this trial began. Decisive evidence, your witness was not decisive. Your witness was not decisive at all. What else could be possibly required? Nothing, of course. I believe it's time for me to declare my verdict. Wait, it's not supposed to go like this. Has to be a clone in this photo somewhere. This is bad, real bad. What should I do? I guess show other... So, Your Honor, this evidence... Indeed. We've heard opinions on every piece of evidence but this enlargement. See no point in retracting our steps. This is bad, real bad. What should I do? Object to the enlargement. Your Honor, there is something decidedly strange with this enlargement. What might that be? Mr. Wright, you will show the court what you mean. Why is this photo strange? Okay, here goes nothing. Hand. Hand. Here, Your Honor. The shooter? I'm not sure I understand. What about the shooter is strange? Look at the hand holding the pistol, Your Honor. The hand? The hand directly contradicts another piece of evidence. This man's left hand does what? Let me show you. Show you the evidence that contradicts. The evidence is clear. The man in this photograph is holding that pistol in his left hand. However, the print on the murder weapon is from Edgeworth's right hand. Ergo, the man shooting the pistol in this photograph is not Mr. Edgeworth. It's funny when the music just quiets down, you just start hearing sneaky snitch in the background. Now that everyone in the courtroom has quieted down, I would like to reconvene this court of law. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. You have given us definitive proof today. We now know that it was not Mr. Edgeworth who fired the pistol that night. However, this leaves us with a rather large problem. If Mr. Edgeworth did do it, then who shot our victim? Precisely. As we've seen, there is no other people on the lake that night. But who the defendant could have shot the victim? So it was the monster. I really want to say it was Larry. I know I should say it was Larry, but I really want to say it was Larry. I guess the victim himself. There's only one explanation remaining. The man who shot the victim was none other than the victim himself. I really wish I could have said it was Larry. That would have been so fun. Order! Order! So you're saying that the victim committed suicide? Yes, Your Honor. I can think of no other explanation. That does seem to be the only remaining option. I'm so very, very sorry, Mr. Wright. But suicide is out of the question. What? An examination of the victim's wounds revealed the distance at which he was shot. The distance? The victim was clearly shot from further than a meter away. A meter? That's 3 feet. There's no way it could have been a suicide. Order, order! Mr. Von Karma, are you sure of the accuracy of your data? Of course, I had already considered a possibility of suicide, you see. Man's really pulled out the updated autopsy report. Well, actually, Man's really just pulled out the updated autopsy report. It's episode 2 all over again. I see. Well, very well, allow me to state my opinion. Considering the situation, the shooter had to be the defendant, Mr. Edgeworth. So Wright is American. Sag. No, no. Wright is... I was gonna say... Jamaican, but that sounds way too much like Jamaican. He's Japan American. In the great state of Japan, California. Concerning this situation, the shooter had to be the defendant, Mr. Edgeworth. However, the prints on the gun reveal that the shooter was not Mr. Edgeworth. This is a conundrum. Therefore, I'd like to suspend proceedings for this trial for the day. The court orders the defense to further the investigation of this matter. Understood? Yes, Your Honor. That is all. This court is adjourned. But yeah. He's not American. He's Japan American. In the great state of Japan, California. Whew, that was close. Hey, don't you have anything to say? No, I have not yet to be declared innocent, right? Well, yeah, but... what happened out there on that lake anyways? If he didn't commit suicide, then who? Sure was about a meter away, too. What? Don't give me that look. Well... if the shot was from at least a meter away... Nope. Yeah, that's not a meter. That is like... maybe a foot. Like, barely pushing a foot. That is not a meter. It was Gordy. Exactly. It was Gordy. It must be. I was just kidding around. Look. I'm going to go check on Maya. Oh, right? What? Tell her something for me. What? Tell her to watch what she says in court. That's all. Would it kill you just state how you really feel with a thanks, Edgeworth? I requisitioned a transcript of Lotta's entire testimony. That might give me some ammunition for the trial tomorrow. Of course she didn't see the shooter. So the only part of her testimony that stood out was the bang she heard. It's more like 30% a meter. That is not like a full meter. He said a meter was like 3 feet. If a meter is 3 feet, then that is... that is like barely a foot. That is like barely a foot. Did you just... God, now I gotta get my phone out to convert imperial units per feet to meters. God. Really gotta make me do this. Alright. One foot is equal to about 0.35 or 0.348 meters, which means it would be about 30% of a meter. That gun seems to be barely a foot away, which means he would be about 30% of a meter. A little less. I guess if you're doing like. Even then, he was shot in the chest, so. If we're gonna look closely, it might be a little bit closer than a foot. But say you're even just doing arm to shoulder, your gun to shoulder. Yeah, no. That'd still be like slightly less than a foot away. So like slightly less than 30%. Therefore, it's less than a meter. Okay, I'll give the benefit of the doubt. It's about 40% of a meter. Therefore, it's still not a meter away. I will die on this hill. I don't care if this is a hill that I don't need to die on. I will die on this hill. Anyways, I think I'm just going to end off the stream here. Thank you all very much for watching. Where is my... There it is. I'm getting this off here. Thank you all very much for watching. Next time I'm going to die on this meter. Die on this meter. So yeah. No, because that's like... If it's more than 1 foot, it'd be barely more than 1 foot. Anyways, I'm going to end this off here. Thank you very much for watching. See y'all later next time. Bye-bye.